The Sony 16 to 50mm f3.5 to 5.6 is the cheapest entry-level zoom lens, comes with the APS-C lineup cameras. As a kit lens, it does what it's supposed to do very well, being compact. Without extending, it looks like a pancake lens and can be easily fit into your pocket. The 16 to 50mm zoom range covers the most useful focal lengths for day-to-day shooting. I like that it starts from 16mm instead of 18 or 17mm, gives you a bit more breathing room at wide angle. Very suitable for lightweight vlogging and traveling shoots. Tiny, portable, versatile, these are all the great traits of this cheap kit lens. They are the reasons I bought this lens after 2 years of using the Sony A6300, but now let's also take a look at the image quality and functionality. And let's see just where do you find the compromises and whether or not this lens is worth it for you. First of all, the build quality is all plastic and cheap looking. The glass elements are very small and I don't like the silver tone, but it was what's available at the lowest price on eBay when I bought it. I think the black color will cover up the cheap build quality a bit better and blend better with the Sony A6000 series cameras. The image quality comes out of the lens is decent enough for casual shooting. It is softer across the frame when compared to pretty much any other APS-C lenses, especially weak when zoomed all the way to 50mm. The resolution really falls apart that even without zooming in to pixel peep, you can tell it does not have the same amount of sharpness as, for example, the Sigma 17 to 70mm f2.8 to f4 lens. The f3.5 to 5.6 maximum aperture is uninspiring as an APS-C lens, but it's standard for a kit lens, so don't expect much bokeh from it. Overall, the image quality dictates that it is not suitable for any serious work. Speaking of autofocus, the focusing speed is fast enough in good conditions, but sometimes it hunts a little bit, and it's less reliable than most other Sony APS-C lenses. The power zoom function is very convenient if you want to shoot smooth zooming motion. It's a very nice perk of this tiny lens. Zooming with the power zoom button gives you a smooth but also very slow zoom. Using the zoom ring instead will give you a very fast zoom motion. The lens comes with OSS optical steady shot, which helps tremendously when shooting videos on A6300, which doesn't have an in-body stabilization. Besides image quality, I feel like the image produced by this lens is a little bit dull and lack of character. Maybe it's a psychological effect. Maybe it's just a matter of taste. Here I'll put a bunch of shots straight from the camera without editing, taken with different lenses, and you can decide for yourself. Unfortunately, the weather conditions were different during 2 tests. I had clear blue sky when shooting with the 16 to 50mm kit lens, and overcast when shooting with the adapted 17 to 70mm f2.8 to f4 lens. Maybe the soft lighting on a cloudy day helps make the image look more pleasing. What do you think? In the end, the limitations of the lens is evident to us all, but it should not stop anyone who's talented enough to take great images anyway. But just saying, there are better options if you take photography more seriously. And here are some video comparisons between the two lenses. The 17 to 70mm f2.8 to f4 lens has a clear advantage in low light as well. Overall, I think it's quite a nice compact zoom lens for lightweight traveling or whenever you want to be more discreet. It really fits right into your pocket and doesn't weigh much at all. Obviously comes with a lot of compromises in terms of image quality and functionality, but sometimes you have to choose between what's available and what's the best. For what it is, I can totally recommend you to get this lens at about $60 to $100 price range used. Thanks for watching, see you in the next video.